Hey guys, it's Glenn from glenscarcollection.com, and today we're driving the 2021 Audi RS5. I've never driven a new S5, so I'm so excited to do it. Now, this is the Sportback. So the RS5 comes in a 2-door coupe or this 5-door hatchback. And we got beautiful 20-inch wheels here with huge brakes and calipers. This is my favorite color on this car, Nardo Gray. Love this color. They have a lot of cool colors for this car. Beautiful, beautiful interior. You got Audi's latest MMI system, which is really phenomenal. Fantastic interior here. Base price for these cars is about $75,000. So you have a ton of room here, hatchback. You have good back seat room, little compromise on headroom. Beautiful, beautiful car. I love hatchbacks because I play hockey. Very easy to use your hockey equipment here. We can press the buttons. We have the unlock 2 times for the trunk button. We got the carbon fiber on the rear diffuser. We got the carbon fiber on the side mirrors here. Now we have a base price here of $75,000. Nardo Gray is free. Now we have the black optic package, which I like, which blacks everything out. That's a $5,500 option. Dynamic package, which I think is most important on this car, $3,400, gives you the RS Sport suspension with the dynamic ride control, so it's not too rough. The RS Sport exhaust and the red brake calipers make us a big difference. $1,500 for the navigation package. Dynamic steering, $500, side assist package. And the other stuff I wouldn't worry too much about. So total with destination, $89,000. So let's take a look at that engine. It's a 2.9 liter V6 twin turbo. We open the engine right here, and it's beeping because nobody has their seatbelt on. Carbon fiber trim on the interior, deviated stitching, great stereos on this car. And we just go underneath here, pull it. The hood is heavy. And here we got the 2.9 liter. So gone is that glorious 4.2 liter V8, but we have a lot more power here and better performance. 0 to 60 time in about 3.8 seconds. Quattro is standard, all-wheel drive. To me, Audi has the best all-wheel drive in the business. Let's take a look at the interior. Well, special thanks of Audi of Hawthorne in New York for allowing me to review this brand new car. So you have the up-to-date MMI, which is probably one of the best in the business, honestly. Carbon fiber package, you have all carbon fiber trim here. Plastic paddle shifters. If I had one gripe, it's probably the paddle shifters, but that's made up on the grip of the steering wheel, and this wheel wears a lot better than, say, Alcantara or anything like that. You still have normal HVAC controls, which I could turn right here. You have a great stereo system, all carbon fiber here as well. Parking brake, your mode selector. We can drive in sport mode. Audi finally has a USB where you need it. You have 2 cup holders front and center, your start stop button, another power outlet right there. And here's all your seat controls, your light controls. You can set your mirrors. Beautiful, beautiful car. And I love that it's a 5-door because to me, playing hockey, you could fit your equipment much easier. All right, so let's take this car for a spin. All right, so we can go to navigation here. It's a hot day, so I got to run the air conditioning. We had tire measurements before. It gives you so if you want to drive spiritedly. Oh, wow, we could do power and torque. I think we're going to have to do that. Oh, a G meter. Oh no, we're doing G meter. Now let's see, we're going to get it in the drive select, and we're going to do in dynamic mode, of course. All right, so we're going to do in dynamic. Oh, and there's RS mode. Oh yeah, so now it changes our tachometer. We have the power and torque, and let's take it for a spin. This car is for sale right now if you guys want to buy it, and if you don't buy it, I might. All right, so I had my S8, as you know, for a couple years. I love that car. Still miss that car. Always loved the RS4 back in 2007, in that era. with the 6-speed manual. So think of this as the latest version of the RS4. We don't get an RS4 wagon here, but what we can get is this car, and you can get it in a coupe or the Sportback. I would get it in the Sportback. This is a practical car. This is a car that's going to be fantastic in all weather conditions. And this is a huge Audi dealer. They have everything. They get RS6s like you wouldn't believe, but they sell in hours, so call them up if you want one. All right, you're not supposed to turn left here. I can't tell with a signal. We'll do a little acceleration up here now that the engine is nice and warm. All right, let's see. Oh, surprise, he got me. Wow, is this car fast? It is deceptively fast. It says 3.8, 3.9, 0 to 60, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is much quicker than that. We're gonna have to make a U-turn here. We couldn't make a left out of the dealership, so bear with me. Come on, you could do it, mister. You could do it. You could do it. Oh, no. All right, so far, first impressions, this car is fast and comfortable. Very rare combination nowadays. People make sports suspensions and they make them hard as a rock, and then you wind up driving in comfort mode all the time. And I think that's true of Porsche, BMW. So what I like so far is, even in this mode, I feel very comfortable. All right, come on, buddy. Go. It's like, people don't know what a delayed green is. When there's an arrow pointing left and it's green, that means you could actually go. Now, these roads in New York here are horrible. They're even worse. I actually found a place where the roads are worse than New Jersey. And that's hard to do. It really is. Oh my goodness. So now you have a good backup camera here too. We're gonna put it in reverse right now. There we go, look at that backup camera. Look at the resolution on that. My McLaren looked like an Atari. You can play around with the camera so you can have different views. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think I want this car. Now you can drive in manual mode. I think in New York we can make a right on red. Ton of power from the turbo. So the old RS5, and I'll certainly miss that 4.2 liter V8, but it made power up high, where this car makes it down low. And it makes all the difference in the world. So real world, I'm going to say that this car is faster. Now, this is not a dual clutch transmission, so this car is doing a good imitation as if it was a dual clutch, but it's not. It's actually an 8-speed ZF automatic. But turning around in that office park there and at the red light, it was much smoother than if it was a dual clutch. Now it's quiet in here. You can hear that sport exhaust. I probably wish it was a little louder, but we have the air conditioning blasting because it's so hot. I'll try to turn it up. And I like that the controls on the Audis are very easy. It's probably the best interface, I think, to use. Now, it automatically put us up, it's an 8-speed. It already had us up to 8 gears. I'm sorry, 8th gear for gas mileage. This is a good car. Wow. I really think it's a good looking car. Let me know in the comments, what do you think looks better, this or like the BMW Grand Coupes? To me, honestly, I think the Audis look better. As much as I love BMWs, and I've had 8 of them, I've only had 2 Audis, but I'll give the Audi, the RS5 Sportback, the nod on this one. And if this is out of your price range, they also have an S5 Sportback, obviously with less horsepower, but you'll still get most of the look. And that is a great car as well. Now, what's best about the Audis is when it's raining, you won't even know it's raining. That's how good these cars actually are. It likes to keep, you can override it with manual mode. It likes to put me in automatic and get our highest gas mileage. But this could be a long distance cruiser. You can put your kids in the back. There's enough headroom for them. I wouldn't want to be 6'5" and sitting back there, but certainly there's plenty of room if you want to fit the family. You got a ton of storage, way more than a sedan. My argument against sedan trunks is the openings aren't that big. So there's an F-type. The trunk might be really big, but I can't really get my hockey bag in there. So instead of squishing it in like I would on a Cayman or a 911 or something, or even my 3 Series, this with the hatchback, it's so easy. It's like an SUV putting it in there. Now this is the kind of car you can do a 500-mile road trip, 1,000-mile road trip. And if it rains or snows, who cares? With the proper tires, this would be a phenomenal car. And I'm going to actually turn off here. All right, now because this car is an 8-speed auto, it actually shifts very well by itself. All right, now here's a good spot to do a little acceleration. Wow, it feels a lot faster than 3.8 seconds 0 to 60. What do you like better, guys? Do you like the Audi, the BMW, the Mercedes? I think in this class, I would take this RS5. This exceeded my expectations. Very rarely do I drive a car that I think is better than I thought going in. And this is probably one of the few cars that I could say is actually better than I thought. The handling is amazing. The power is fantastic. Too bad it's a sunny day. I would love to ride this in the rain or the snow. 444 horsepower, 443 foot-pounds of torque. So I think peak torque is available like very low, like 1,800, 2,000, where the old RS4, you probably had to be up to like 7,000 to get that horsepower and torque. So when you look at it that way, this is just a much, much, much more usable car in the real world. Yeah, you don't have the sound, even with the sport exhaust, you'll never have the sound of that 4.2 liter V8, but it is a phenomenal car nonetheless. And it does well on these horrible, horrible New York roads. Now you can even get good gas mileage. I think the average is 21 miles to the gallon, which is great for a turbocharged 444 horsepower car. It hides its weight really well too. Leave your comments below whether you would take this car, the Mercedes or the BMW. Do you want this car or the old RS5? All right, guys, that's the end of our video. Special thanks to Audi of Hawthorne in New York for allowing us to review this brand new car. It's available for sale right now, so contact them and tell them Glenn sent you. And I'm sure they'll give you a great price on this car. They have a ton of Audis here, new and used, a lot of cool sports cars like a Cayman S in stock, and they get a lot of RS6 wagons, so put your name on the list so you can get one too. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.